Hey there everybody, my name is Keno and welcome back to your Butte Bandits franchise expansion mode series here on the channel. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it is almost 2 a.m. at night. I'm tired. I've fought a nasty cold all week and it's late. I said it's almost 2 a.m. in the morning. This is my 4th time trying to record this video and I got so far in the last recording and then I looked over to quickly see how I was doing and the screen was frozen and I was like, ah. Good. But I'm gonna power through it this time. There's gonna be some stuttering. There's gonna be some stumbles. There's gonna be some blurbs and slurbs. But we're gonna get through this together, okay? Now, in that last video, it was coming off the eve of a massive draft day in which we moved out Brandon Montour in a gigantic trade, probably the biggest that I've done on this channel so far. And we brought in Michael Rasmussen, defenseman Simon Edvinsson, offensive defenseman Axel Sandin Pellikka, and 2 first-round picks. In return for Brandon Montour, I believe it was Nikolai Nizov, Danila Yurov, and 2 picks. I believe they're lower or mid-round picks though. So I thought it was a pretty big win, and so far it's looking that way. I mean, Rasmussen's got 3 points in 10 games. Not the biggest sample size, but still contributing pretty good for us. Edvinsson with no points in 10 games, he's still a stable defensive defenseman. That's what I needed from him. And then Pellikka with 4 points in 10 games, and that's not even the big story of the last video. We also have Mike Benning with 7 points in 10 games to start his rookie NHL career. He's doing great. This team is doing decent. Barrett Hayden's off to a pretty hot start again. He's also throwing fists everywhere, so I'm very interested with that. But this team is ready to get going here. There's one change that I wanted to make, and that's putting Noah Cates down on that 4th line and bumping Rasmussen up, okay? I want to get Rasmussen some ice time, and it also gives us a +2 on that line. I also am not the biggest fan of Chinnikov. I mean, he's got 4 points in 10 games, but I want to give him a chance and see if he can really contribute with that line of Rasmussen, Dubois, and Chinnikov all together. This team's doing decent. This team's off to a hot start. I don't even want to talk about the 2 big misses we had in the last video of not getting either Quinn Hughes or Nico Hischier. That was pretty unfortunate, but I think it worked out in the best for us, because where would we have put either of them? I mean, Barrett Hayden's doing great as a first line center for us so far, but that's enough talking. As is the new channel tradition, every time we start a video, we start by slow simming the first game of the video. Okay, if there's a game to be simmed, obviously. If it's a draft video or a free agency video, it can't really start that way. But we will be slow simming this game against the Seattle Kraken, who are doing pretty rough, 1-8-1 to start their season. So could be a walk in the park for us, but we know how much this channel now has developed voodoo. This channel is almost cursed with how many times we have lost to a bottom feeding team. I have lost to teams that are on 10 win streaks. I've lost to teams that are on 10 game loss streaks. It's insane. But let's see. First period here, game 11 of the season against the Seattle Kraken. I've said that line so many times tonight. First period. And it's a 1-1 tie. Shane Wright gets the Kraken on the board first, but then Brock Besser responds for your Butte Bandits. Shots are 12-9 for your Butte Bandits. Both scores currently tied. Let's see. Can we break that second period? Well, they break the tie, Shane Wright getting them up 2-1, but then Besser responds again, and Appleby, getting his 9th of the season, puts the Bandits up 3-2. Shots 28-19 for the Bandits. Let's see, quick simming the third period, and the score stands. Shots were 37-27, but we still win this one 3-2. Very, very good way to start this video. Very good way to start this video. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the way this is looking. All right, now we're going to go up against the Pittsburgh Penguins here. They're currently 1-8-2 to start their season. So could be another walk in the park for us. We just got to make sure we can convert on it. I'm going to slow sim this one too. I want to see how the team does. We have some time. I want to try to get through as many games as we can in this video, but I also want to really manage this team and make sure that we're on the right path and that we get rid of any struggling players, or identify the struggling players at least, as soon as we can. First period. And the Penguins take a 2-goal lead to start. Zuccarello and Letang get goals for the Pens. Shots are 12-9 for your Bandits. We're currently trailing 2-0 in this game. Let's see. Second period. We get one on the board. Besser again, 3 goals in his last 5 periods of play. Very impressive hockey from him. Shots are 27-14, but we still trail by 1. Can we tie it up? Quick sim in the third. We do tie it up again. Cooper Appleby with his 10th of the season, with only a minute to go in the game too. Shots are 39-24. Score is even, 2 apiece. Let's see. Gonna quick sim the overtime period, and it still remains scoreless. We are out shooting them heavily. Let's see, can we get back into this? Can we take the win here? Shootout coming right up, and we do. Shibrikov gets a goal on Jari, and that's the only goal apparently of the shootout as we win this one 3-2. Very good way to start this video. Very happy with that. Let's keep going here. Going up against the New York Islanders, we're going to start quick simming some games here. Game 13 of the season. They're also struggling to get out the gate, but we lose 3-2 to them. Up against another struggling team in the Nashville Predators. Game 14 of the season. Can we win this one? And it's another loss, and you know what that means. That's 2 regulation losses in 3 games. That's actually 3 losses in 3. No, we won that last one. That's 2 losses in 3 games. So we are going to get Gustafsson in the backup seat here. Hrabel's going to take the starter reins. He's been struggling a bit, facing a lot of bombardment, and we're putting him up against a pretty powerful New York Rangers team. So we're going to slow sim this one, see how we do. They're 12-2-1 through their first 15 games of the season. So it's going to be a scary opponent here. Let's see if we can convert. First period, and it's scoreless. Shots are 10-6 for the Rangers, but score is even. Neither goalie has budged. Let's see. Second period, and the goalie's budged, but only a little. Kako gets one for the Rangers, and Besser responds for your Butte Bandits. Shots are 19-17 for the Rangers, but the score is 1 apiece. Third period, quick simming this one, and it's a heavy scoring third. Lethierry makes it 2-1 for the Rangers. Then Shibrikov and Lawton make it 3-2 for your Butte Bandits. Zibanejad ties it up 3-3, and then Axel Sandin-Pellikka gives us the go-ahead goal with just over 3 minutes left to go in the game. Shots were 32-24 for your Butte Bandits, and we get this one just slightly in the win column, 4-3. Very good game there. Very good game. I don't like giving up 3 goals usually, but we got the win. We're 7-2-1 in our last 10 now. Let's see if we can keep this going against the Vancouver Canucks. Get a win here. It's 7-5. Okay, so Hrabel's been a little shaky. Hrabel's been shaky. We're up against the Minnesota Wild, who have 5-4-1 in their last 10, but they're 10-5-2 on the season. So they could be good, or they could have had a hot start. Let's see. Quick simming this one, and it's a 7-2 loss. You know what? I'd almost consider these last 2 games as losses for Hrabel. Allowing 12 goals in 6 periods. That's rough. I think he's going to really struggle here against a powerful Colorado team, but let's see. We're going to slow sim this one. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to get through some games, but we're also going to have some fun. Slow simming a powerful Colorado Avalanche team on the second half of a back-to-back with a tired rookie netminder. Let's see what can happen here. First period, kind of just what we expected. It's a rather high scoring first. Rasmussen gets us on the board first, but then Landeskog responds for the Avs. Hayton puts us up 2-1, but then Barons gets a goal for the Avs again. Shots are 11-7, but the score is currently 2 apiece. Let's see. Second period. Wow. Okay, so Appleby notches 2, and then Chinnikov gets another. We score 3 unanswered goals there in that second period alone. It is now 5-2 for your Butte Bandits. Shots are 23-21 in favor of the Avs, but we are currently leading this one. Very nice. Very nice work. Very nice work, guys. Very nice work. We're going to quick sim third period, and the score stands. Shots were 34-32, so Hrabel had a great game that time. I don't get it. He did great, and now Appleby has 12 points in 18 games. Or 12 goals, sorry, in 18 games. That's impressive. 12 points in 18 games, not too impressive. But 12 goals in 18 games, looking like a bona fide first overall pick. Up against the Tampa Bay Lightning here, they are 8-2-0 in their last 10. Hrabel has been rocky. Is he going to start becoming that stable netminder we need him to be? Let's see, quick simming. It's a 5-1 loss. That is our answer right there. Hrabel is going to go take another seat. That's 2 losses in 3 games. And he's not really getting us wins. How many games does he play there? Well, he got 3 wins for us, but he's got only 4 wins in 11 games played. 884 save percentage and 373 goals against average. You know, I do have the scoring on high. If you guys want me to change it, then you guys let me know in the comments, and maybe we can bump it down to medium. Yeah, Gustafsson 885 through 12 games, 351 goals against average. They're almost identical save percentages. It's a rough go for a goalie so far this season, but yeah, you guys let me know in the comments. And also, if you're liking this, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all the normal engagement stuff. You guys have been absolutely great on this journey so far. We're a month in, and we're on the road to 100 subscribers already, so I can't believe that. I can't thank you guys enough. Also, if you guys have any comments, concerns, rants, or anything you want to say, any line combinations, you guys let me know in the comments on any video. I always love taking suggestions, and I respond to pretty much every comment that I get. I haven't missed a comment yet, I don't think. But yeah, that's my shameless plug aside. A quick final part of it though. Please, if you're watching these and you're enjoying it, consider subscribing. I have a lot of my viewers that aren't subscribed, and I can tell. YouTube shows me in my YouTube studio, and it's actually a little shocking to see. It's over 80% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, just consider subscribing. It makes my day, and it helps put out better and more various quantitudes of quantity or quality content. You know what I mean? I'm stumbling. It's late. I'm going crazy here. Let's see if we can keep this team rolling. Gustafsson back in net here against the Boston Bruins, who are pretty rough to start their season, so that pretty much means a win for them. We're going to quick sim this one because we do have games to get through. Game 20 of the season, and it's a 5-4 win, so a rocky game for Gustafsson. Let's see if he can bounce back here against the Winnipeg Jets. I know it's a win, but it's still 4 goals. I don't like anything more than 3 goals against. I really don't. Against the Winnipeg Jets here, game 21 of the season. It's a 4-3 win in overtime. Okay. Against the St. Louis Blues, who are 3-7 in their last 10, 9-11-2 on the season so far. So they're really struggling. Can we get a win here? We do, a 1-0 win. So it should have been a bigger win in my opinion, but I'll take a win where I can get a win. We're currently top wild card position and just 1 point away from both third and first in our division. So it's very tight so far. Against the Anaheim Ducks, game 23 of the season. It's another shutout win for Gustafsson. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna slow sim this one. Against, you know what? No, it's been working. No, we're gonna slow sim this one. Against the Washington Capitals here. Let's see. Can Gustafsson keep it going? You know, I think he's got it. They already got 1 shot on net. Let's see. First period. Nah, he didn't have it. Mangiapane gets 2 on him pretty quick. Actually, within the first minute and 43 seconds, he has 2 goals on him. Rasmussen gets 1 for us. Shots are 12-11 for the Capitals, and they lead it 2-1. Let's see, second period. Yeah, Gustafsson opened the floodgates. Milano gets another one for the Caps. Hayton makes it 3-2, but then Perron puts the Caps up 4-2 with under 20 seconds to go in the second period. Shots are 22-17 for your Butte Bandits, but we trail by 2. Let's see, third and final period. Quick sim. The score stands. We outshoot them 40-26, but they walk away with the win there. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate way to end a 2-game shutout streak. But it's also impressive that he had a 2-game shutout streak up against the New Jersey Devils here. First half of a back-to-back, game 25 of the season. Let's see how we do. It's a 7-3 loss. Okay, so it's perfect because I did want to take a look at how everyone's doing this season, so we can also switch out the goalies at the same time. Now on that first line, we have Krebs, Hayton, and Besser, and I'm nervous about Krebs because in that first season, he wasn't that good. And last season, he's been decent. He's been reliable, but not as a first line forward. And let's see, yeah, 15 points in 25 games isn't a first line forward to me. Hayton with 18 points in 25 games, and then Besser with 21 points in 25 games. Or sorry, 22 points in 25 games. That's not very good contributions from that first line, honestly. I'm not too stoked with that. Pruka with 16 points in 25 games. Okay. Appleby with 24 in 25, and Shabrikov with 23 and 25. So he's doing the best almost of that second line, honestly. Him and Appleby. Pruka's struggling a bit, so maybe we break up that line. Maybe. And we put like, what if we try that? How's Rasmussen doing? 7 points in 25 games is not great either. Dubois with 12 points in 25 games, and then Chinnikov with 10 points. Yeah. Cates 9 points, 9 points, and 7 points. That fourth line does so well for us. I'm trying to think of what we could do here if we make some big changes. You know what I mean? Appleby's a center. Hayden's a center right wing. Rasmussen's a left wing center. And then what if we do something like this? Pruka, Dubois, Besser, Shabrikov, Appleby, Hayton, Rasmussen, Krebs, Chinnikov, Cates, Lawton, Garland. Actually, we're going to do this too. I don't care if Chinnikov gets upset. We have him for 1 year, and he's not doing too great. He's actually already losing morale. We have players in the minors too. We also have Blake Coleman, so maybe we pull the trigger and just send him out the door because he's not really doing very good for us. Cates is doing okay, but he's not. Defensively, I don't think we need to make any changes. Ooh, maybe we do. 15 points in 25 games for Benning, and then 19 points in 25 games for Gerard. Maybe we got to make some changes here. Edvinsson with 3 points in 25 games, and then 10 points in 25 games for Axel Sandin Pellikka. And then the third pair is doing decently as well. See, I don't know what I'd change. It'd just be a swap of these two, honestly. Unless we do something like this, but then Benning can't be there, and Gerard can't be there. I don't know anywhere else to put them, so we'll do Gerard, Pellikka, Edvinsson, Benning. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think to do here. And then obviously goalies, we're going to put Gustafson back in the backups spot and bring Hrabel back to the starter against the Columbus Blue Jackets here, who are 5-4-1 in the last 10. We're going to quick send this one. We got to get through some games here. Game 26 of the season is a 6-4 loss for Hrabel. He's not really getting the wins for us. He's not getting points for us against the Vegas Golden Knights. We need points here. It's a 5-2 win. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're going to keep going against the LA Kings here. Game 28 of the season, a 6-2 win. That's better. That's better. We're starting to put up some goals against the Montreal Canadiens here. Also, if you're a fan of the Montreal Canadiens, I have a series on the channel, a franchise mode series. We're going into year 4 or year 3. We're finishing year 3, I think, right now. But go check it out. There's a playlist for it. Up against the Montreal Canadiens, game 29 of the season. And it's a 3-1 loss. Okay, we're going to keep it going against the Detroit Red Wings. Can we win? They're a pretty rough team. We lose it, so Hrabel has lost the starting reins again. We are pretty much going 50-50 at this point. Let's see how Hrabel's done. 6 wins in 16 games, 883 save percentage. He's not doing better. Ooh, okay. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm making some moves with the team right now. Hrabel has been sent down to the Burnaby Aces. Trey Augustine's going to get a taste of NHL action, and I got some more moves coming right up. All right, Yegor Chinnikov off the team to the Tampa Bay Lightning for 2 third-round picks. I think that's a pretty good move to make. I'm going to make some roster changes, and we'll be right back with this team. And the changes have been made. Again, I just wasn't impressed with Chinnikov's performance, and him being a second line forward, I didn't want that negative morale impacting the team too much. So we have called up Igor Sokolov. Now, he has done great in every season that he's been with the Burnaby Aces. 75 and 82, 66 and 82, 61 and 82, and then 24 and 31 so far this season. He's 26, but I figured it's time to get him into the NHL, give him some NHL action, and see what he can do on a third line with Michael Rasmussen and Peyton Krebs, who aren't doing too bad, honestly, contributing pretty well for a third line. And then Shibrikov, Appleby, and Hayton have been pretty damn good on that second line, with both Appleby and Shibrikov having 28 points in 30 games. And Pruka's not doing too bad, 20 points in 30 games. Even Dubois got 14 points in 30 games. So the team's starting to get it in motion. I think this Chinnikov trade will really help. Let me get these AHL lines set up, and I'll be back to simming in a second. All right, guys, there's another change made. You might think I'm crazy, but I want to have some fun here. I want to have some fun with these videos here. So we have Pruka, Dubois, Besser, and then Ellison, Appleby, Hayton on that second line now. I bumped down Shibrikov with Rasmussen and Sokolov, and then Krebs down to that fourth line, the new starting line with Lawton and Garland. If Shibrikov starts to drop off, we put him right back up there, and we put Ellison down with Rasmussen and Sokolov. But right now, I want to see how this team does. I could also do this. Actually, you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do Pruka, Appleby, Hayton, Ellison, Dubois, Besser. We're going to have some fun here. Get the rookies going. Get this team going and excited. Get the fan base excited. All these rookies that are finally starting to get their game together. Let's see, against the San Jose Sharks here, game 31 of the season. Let's see, how do we do? A 5-4 overtime loss. That's good. That's good. Let's keep going against the Philadelphia Flyers, who are pretty decent but struggling in the last 10. And it's a 5-2 win. That's what I'm talking about, against the Dallas Stars here, who are a pretty competitive team. Let's see, can we get a win here? It's a 4-3 shootout loss. I'll keep the goalie in net. I think it's horrible right now against the Florida Panthers. Can we bounce back? They're pretty strong. 4-3 overtime loss. You know, we're picking up points. We're picking up points. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going against the Ottawa Senators, another powerful team. No matter what, I'm going to switch the goalies after this game. It's a 5-2 win. Oh, I'm almost tempted to go back on my word and keep. I think it's Hrabal in net. I think we're going to keep Hrabal in net. Oh, he's starting to get his game together. Oh, it's Gustafsson. Yeah, Gustafsson's starting to get his game together, actually. So you know what? We're going to keep... Oh, yeah, Augustine. I just called up Augustine. It's Hrabal down in the minors. I just made those moves and I already forgot. All right, against the Toronto Maple Leafs here. Gustafsson on the second half of back-to-back on New Year's Eve. Last day of 2026, and he wins it 4-2. First game of 2027 here. Gustafsson still in net. He's up against a powerful Chicago Blackhawks team. Can he keep it going? He does. He wobbles a bit, but the team makes up for it. Very good 6-4 win there. Up against the Arizona Coyotes, who are pretty decent. Can he keep it going? He does. A 5-2 win. Okay, we're going to keep him in net. We're going to keep him in net against the Edmonton Oilers. What will he do? It's a 4-3 win. We don't need to change him against the Buffalo Sabres here. Game 40 of the season. Just about to approach the halfway mark. Let's see. Philip Gustafsson. First loss in a long while there. First regulation loss in a long while there. Very good. Keep him in for one more game at least against the Carolina Hurricanes here before giving Trey Augustine his first start. Let's quick sim this one. Game 41, the halfway mark of the season, and it's a 5-3 loss. So it is kind of fitting that we are going to give Trey Augustine the net just before a very weak opponent in the Seattle Kraken. So Gustafsson has done well. 17 wins in 30 games, 902 save percentage, 328 goals against average, and 2 shutouts. And Augustine hasn't gotten into the NHL action yet. He hasn't even come in relief for Gustafsson. So that's pretty impressive, honestly, on that streak. How's Ellison done? 8 points in 11 games? What? What the... This guy does convert. I don't get it. His first season with the the Burnaby Aces, he had 28 points in 49 games, but 21 goals. Then we called him up for 14 games, 3 points, not too good. Next season, with the Burnaby Aces, 24 goals in 64 games, 56 points. Very good. The following season kept him down there pretty much the entire season, except for a 10-game stretch where he got 5 goals in 10 games. But down in the Burnaby Aces, he had 50 goals, 81 points in 74 games. And then this season, 17 points in 31 games, playing limited minutes. And we call him up and he does great again. What is with this guy? He only knows how to convert. He's only a 70 overall. Dubois with 25 points in 41 games, and Besser really killing it still. Such a solid, consistent player for us. 44 points in 41 games, probably on pace for another 35-40 goal season. Again, very impressive work. 31 points in 41 games for Dominic Pruka, very solid for the 20-year-old. 19-year-old Cooper Appleby, monster of a man. It's 6'5". He's got 41 points in 41 games, including 21 goals. Barrett Hayden with 30 points in 41 games, so he's continuing to be a very solid contributor for us. Shabrikov with 36-41, so the line demotion didn't really hurt him too much. Rasmussen with only 15 points in 41 games, not very good. And then Sokolov with 5 points in 11 games, that's not too bad. How's Krebs done? 18 points, 41, so that's what we kind of expect from him. He's been bouncing all over the lineup. We're going to put him on that third line with Shabrikov and Sokolov, and then Rasmussen with Lawton and Garland. And we do have Noah Cates scratch currently, so I don't know what to do here. Sokolov's done too good to take him out of the lineup. I'm going to take Lawton out. I think he's done well, but Cates is pretty much a replacement for Lawton. So we'll go Rasmussen, Cates, and Garland on that fourth line. Defensively, 31 points in 41 games for Sam Girard. Consistent guy. He's so consistent. Sandin Pellikka with 14 points in 41 games and a plus 13, so he's doing well. Edmondson with 5 points in 41 games. He's not putting up points for us. He's been a stable defensive-minded defenseman, but I really wanted a puck-moving left-handed defender like Girard, like a perfect two-way defender. Benning with 29 points in 41 games. He's doing great for a rookie. Doing absolutely great. Calendar Miller, maybe he's that perfect two-way defender. 18 points in 41 games, and then Pesci with 11 points in 41 games. I really want to get these guys up. I think we'll be so defiantly powerful if we do that. I just don't know how without scratching one of Pelika or Benning. And you know what? Pelika's done really well with the heavy minutes. I just can't think of anything to do aside from taking the -1 on this third line and seeing about maybe, oh, that's it. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it for these next 10 games. We're gonna go pretty much to the trade deadline in this video. Make a bit of a marathon video here. And then goalies, Augustine's about to get his first start, so let's not wait anymore. Let's get this team going here. Game 42 of the season against the Seattle Kraken, kind of where we started this video off. Actually looks very eerily similar. Are we having the repeating pattern again? Hold on a second. We started this video. Yes, a Carolina. We'd already won the Carolina Hurricanes. Then it was a back-to-back Seattle and Pittsburgh, followed by New York Islanders, and then the Predators and Rangers. So we are going into a game against the Seattle Kraken after losing to the Carolina Hurricanes. And then it's a back-to-back Seattle and then Pittsburgh. And then we go up against the Islanders in a standalone game, and then a back-to-back against the Predators and Rangers. They keep repeating the schedule. That's actually kind of comical. I think I realized that in an earlier video, I think in this series. That's kind of funny. Here we go against the Seattle Kraken. They're really weak on the season. Let's see how Trey Augustine does in his first taste of NHL action. First period. All right. Shane Wright gets a goal on the rookie right away. Shiberkov answers, and then Appleby puts us up 2-1 just for Nick Hague to tie it up 2-2. So the shots are 13-8 for the Butte Bandits, but the score is currently 2 apiece. Let's see. Second period. And Verona gets the Seattle Kraken up again, but Cooper Appleby ties it up. It's 3-3, shots 27-21 for your Butte Bandits, but we are currently not getting the edge on these Seattle Kraken. We need to. They are a weak team. How are we struggling against them? Let's see. Third period, quick sim. Score remains. Shots are 39-31 for the Butte Bandits, but it's currently 3 apiece. Let's see. Quick sim, the overtime period, and that's where we dominate. Cooper Appleby, I believe, finishes the overtime, or finishes the hat trick in overtime. Yes, that's it. He finishes the hat trick in overtime on Freddie Anderson, shot 40 of the game. What a pretty good way to get a win there. And Appleby now with 24 goals in 42 games. He is doing great. We're going to quick sim this one against the Pittsburgh Penguins here. Keep Trey Augustine in net. How does he do? He wins. Not very convincingly, but he does get the win up against a 500 New York Islanders team here. They're 5-5-0 and 20-20-5 on the season. Let's see. Do we get it in game 44 of this season? No, it's a 3-1 loss. We're going to keep Augustine in net for at least one more game and then switch him out for the second half of the back-to-back. So up here against a weak Nashville Predators team, Augustine has had easy opponents so far, and he's been fumbling the bag. Can he seal it in here? Let's see. An 8-2 win. Okay, much more convincing from the rookie netminder. Let's see. 903 through 4 games, so he's actually doing very well. You know what? He hasn't really necessitated me taking him out of that starting role. That's not a word, necessitated. It's really late, okay? It's really late. But let's see. Against the New York Rangers here, they're pretty powerful. Game 46 of the season. Second half of a back-to-back, and it's a 3-2 overtime loss. I'm going to keep him in. Against the Vancouver Canucks here, the rookie's going again. They're a pretty decent team. Quick simming this one. A 6-0 win, his first NHL shutout for Trey Augustine. Very good. Game 48 of the season. Second half of a back-to-back against the Minnesota Wild here. 8-1 win. That is 1 goal in 2 games played. He is becoming unstoppable for the team. That little gamble and whether to put him in the backup role or to keep him starting, I made a good decision keeping him in the starting role up against a pretty even Calgary Flames team. They're 7-3-0 in the last 10. Can we beat them? Quick sim, game 49 of the season. 4-3 shootout loss. We still pick up the point. Up against the Tampa Bay Lightning here. Pretty much a 500 team. Game 50 of the season. The last one. No, that's not going to be the last one of this video. We are going to put Gustafsson back in net, and then we're going to slow sim because I slow sim the first and the last games of every video. It's going to be game 51 that we ended off on, and Trey Augustine 5 wins in 9 games, the 917 save percentage, 263 goals against average, and 1 shutout. Maybe I should just be riding him. Maybe we should just keep him in net. And Appleby already with 31 goals on the season in just 50 games played. Very impressive. Here against the Colorado Avalanche, you guys let me know. If you want me to put Augustine in net for the rest of the season, I will do that. He is that good. But here against the Colorado Avalanche, game 51 of the season, first period, 2-0 for the Avs from goals by Matthias Janmark and Rem or Red Pitlick. One of the two. I think it's Rem Pitlick. All right, we are outshooting them 14-13, but they currently lead 2-0. Second period, we get within 1. A power play goal by Cooper Appleby, his 32nd of the season. Shots are 26-25 for the Avs, and they currently lead this one 2-1. But the lead is shortening. The lead is shortening. We're in a quick sim. Third period. That didn't shorten. It expanded. Josh Manson notches 2 in that third frame alone. They outshoot us 36-30, and they outscore us 5-1. So, bad way to end this video. Gustafson, that wasn't very convincing about you wanting to be back in net. I mean, it's actually very unconvincing in the way that you lost pretty badly. But let's see how the team's done. I honestly want to leave Ellison for last. I want to see if he's finally like made himself a stable NHLer. We're going to go from the bottom up. Michael Rasmussen with 17 points in 51 games. I didn't get him to necessarily be a top 6 or even a top 9 forward because we had so many. I just really wanted that defensive category. Look at that defensive category. Even the speed and the aggression. He's a very good all-around forward. So he could still contribute for us, but he doesn't have a contract past this season, so we do have to visit that one. I'll probably do that at the beginning of the next video. Noah Cates with 13 points in 40 games, and Garland with 17 points in 51 games. So decent contribution from that fourth line. Nikita Shibrikov with 46 and 51, so he's still killing it. 27 in 51 for Krebs, so he's picking it up again, and then 10 and 21 for Sokolov. So that's not bad. He's also a plus 10, so he's really helping that third line. Dominic Pruka on the second line has 36 and 51, so he's slowed down so bad. Appleby with 52 and 51, including 32 goals, so very good. And then Hayden with 37 and 51, so he's slowed down too. It's pretty much just Appleby on that top line. And now we're going to go from right to left here. Brock Besser with 49 and 51, still consistent. Still so solid. I don't know if he's going to reach 40 goals this season, but definitely 30. Pierre-Luc Dubois with 32 points in 51 games. Only 5 goals in the season, though, so don't know what's up with that. And then, let's see. Maxwell Ellison, former 9th overall pick. Holy crap, 15 points in 21 games, including 8 goals. He's doing so good. He's doing so good on that top line. He's so inspiring me to just keep recording, but I can't. I'm running out of time, and I'm running out of energy. Sam Girard on the defense with 41 points in 51 games, so he's killing it. 37 and 51 for Mike Benning back on that top line, so they're doing great together. Keandre Miller with 22 and 51, very good. 13 and 51 for Brett Pesce, 5 and 51 for Edmondson, but a +8, so I can't really complain. And then 17 and 51 for Pelika, and he's doing really good on the third pair, honestly. Even though there's the -1, he's doing good. And then as we saw, Gustafson with 900 save percentage, 337 goals against average, and 2 shutouts with 17 wins in 31 games. So he's doing really well, but Trey Augustine. 10 games played, 5 wins. So he actually came in relief of Gustafson there, I believe. 918 save percentage, 257 goals against average, and 1 shutout. He's only 21. This is his first taste of the NHL, and he's doing that well. That's insane. You know what? I think I have to make the decision for you guys. I'm going to make the decision for you guys. Trey Augustine is getting that starting role. We're going to see if he fumbles it going into the trade deadline, but he's getting that starting role. And that's going to be it, though, for this video. Again, I feel like I've been stumbling and stuttering and slurring my words. I'm sorry. It's really late. I'm really tired. I almost said it's really late. Or I almost said it's really tired. I'm really late. But, you know, I couldn't even say the reiteration right. But thank you guys so much for joining me and making it worthwhile to be making all this content. You know, I always said that I would just make content just because it's fun. And I talk to myself incessantly when I play video games anyways, so why not record it? It's what my wife has always told me, so it's nice to see some rewards from finally being stupid online. thank you guys so much. This has been a blast. If you have any line combinations or any things you want to see, if you have any problems with the trades that I made in this video, you can let me know. But I think I made this team stronger with those simple moves that we made. But thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been a blast, and I'll see you guys as we take this team through the trade deadline and probably through the rest of the season in the next video. I'm going to try to bite off larger chunks for each video. But thank you guys. This has been a blast, and I'll see you guys in the next one.